Daenerys Targaryen was never meant to be a villain. She was abused, sold, hunted, and forgotten by the world. When she rose from the ashes, we cheered. When she freed the slaves, we called her a hero. But by the end, the same world that worshipped her feared her. This is not the story of a mad queen. This is the tragedy of a girl who wanted to save the world and slowly lost herself while trying. This is the full story of Daenerys Targaryen. Part 1. A Princess with Nothing. Daenerys Targaryen begins her story with nothing. No throne, no army, no home. She is not raised like a princess, she is raised like property. Her brother Westeros constantly reminds her, "You are not a dragon, I am." She is sold into marriage to Khal Drogo, not for love, but for power. Her body becomes currency, her pain becomes invisible. At this stage, Daenerys has no ambition. She doesn't dream of ruling, she only dreams of surviving. Power was never her choice, it was forced upon her. Part 2. From Fear to Fire. Something changes with Khal Drogo. Daenerys learns that strength does not always roar. Sometimes it stands quietly and refuses to break. She stops being afraid. She learns to command, not beg. Then tragedy strikes again. Drogo dies. Her unborn child dies. Once again, everything is taken from her. She walks into the fire not to rule, but because she has nothing left to lose. And when she emerges unburnt, holding dragons, the world is reborn, and so is she. From that moment on, she believes fire equals destiny. Part 3. The Breaker of Chains. Daenerys does what Westeros never did. She frees slaves, she destroys masters, she becomes Misa, mother. This is the version of Daenerys the world loved. But look closer. Every victory comes through fire. Every enemy is burned. Every disagreement ends in death. She doesn't just free people. She decides who deserves to live. Her justice is emotional. Her mercy is selective. Her punishment is absolute. And tragedy whispers quietly, "If you believe you are always right, who will stop you when you are wrong?" Part 4. The Loneliest Queen. Power isolates Daenerys. She has followers, not equals. She has advisors, not family. Jorah loves her. Tyrion advises her. Missandei believes in her. But no one truly understands her pain. She is a conqueror pretending to be a ruler. Every time she slows down to rule, she feels weak. Every time she burns her enemies, she feels strong. Slowly, she begins to confuse fear with respect. Part 5. Westeros doesn't love her. When Daenerys finally reaches Westeros, no one calls her Misa, no one thanks her, no one loves her. She's seen as a foreigner, a conqueror, a threat. And then there is Jon Snow. He has what she never had: love without fear, respect without fire, power without cruelty. The people choose him without him asking, and for the first time in her life, Daenerys is not special. Part 6. Loss after loss. Tragedy piles up. She loses a dragon, she loses Jorah, she loses Missandei, she loses trust. Every loss pushes her closer to the edge. She doesn't become mad overnight, she becomes alone. And loneliness is far more dangerous than madness. When Missandei dies, her last word is Dracarys. Not revenge, not insanity, just pain. Part 7. Fire over love. Daenerys faces a final truth. Westeros will never love her, so she chooses fear. When King's Landing burns, it is not strategy, it is not madness, it is surrender. She stops trying to be good, because being good never saved her. She became what she hated, not because she wanted to, but because she believed there was no other way. Part 8. The Tragedy Complete. Daenerys Targaryen dies believing she was right, not evil, not cruel, just necessary. She did not lose because she was weak, she lost because the world broke her and then feared what it created. Power without love turns even the purest fire into ash. Part 9. The real tragedy people missed. Daenerys Targaryen's tragedy is often misunderstood. People say she went mad, they say she was always cruel, they say the signs were there. That is the easy explanation. The real tragedy is not what she did, it is why no one stopped her. Everyone around her used her pain. Her brother used her body, others used her power. The world used her fire, but never accepted her. She learned the wrong lesson, that love is temporary, but fear lasts forever. She never had a childhood, she never had safety, she never had a place to belong. Her dragons were not weapons, they were the only family that never judged her. Burning King's Landing was not victory, it was surrender. She did not die as a villain, she died as a warning. Part 10. What Daenerys really wanted. Daenerys Targaryen never truly wanted the Iron Throne. If she did, she could have taken it earlier, with dragons, with armies, with fire. But she waited. Because what she wanted was never power. She wanted permission. Permission to exist, permission to be loved, permission to believe her pain had meaning. Every title she accepted was not a crown, it was a bandage. Love never truly chose her. When she was weak, she was ignored. When she was strong, she was feared. When she was broken, she was abandoned. Fire never left her. Fire did not judge her. Fire did not question her. Fire obeyed. When Jon Snow killed her, it was not justice, it was failure. Because killing her was easier than understanding her. Part 11. Her legacy was never the throne. History will remember Daenerys Targaryen as a queen of fire. But history is written by survivors, not by the broken. Before the city burned, she changed the world. She broke chains, she challenged cruelty. She proved a girl with nothing could shake empires. Her flaw was not madness, it was belief. She believed destiny excused everything. If she had been protected instead of sold, if she had been corrected instead of worshipped, the fire might never have fallen. In the end, she did not lose the throne, she lost hope. That goodness was enough, that sacrifice would be understood, that hope that the world would love her back. Daenerys Targaryen was not the worst ruler in Westeros, she was the most honest one. Honest about what power costs, honest about loneliness at the top, honest about what happens when love is replaced with fear. She did not fail because she was weak, she failed because no one ever taught her how to be strong without burning the world.